Welcome to another episode of The Tea Talk. I'm your host, Anastasia.K.Mungai, and I am super happy that you chose to join me today, because today is the day. I want to share something so great with you, something that changed my life and the way I perceive everything. So before I say anything, I want to share my story with you. And it was not long ago when all my life was in shambles. I didn't know what to do, what was next. I had simply left home. I had nothing in my pocket, and I had to start from scratch, guys, from scratch, literally. And I was just left doubting my purpose in life, doubting why am I living, why all this is happening to me. And in a way, I felt so empty. I felt so empty, and I felt so worthless. And as I was just heading towards depression, and I can remember this so vividly. I get so emotional. But one day I was casually just browsing, and my friend at the time was like, "Oh my God, you need to read this book. You need to read this book." It was dubbed The Secret, guys. It's The Secret by Rhonda Banks. And he said, "This is the best gift I could ever give to you." At first I was just like, a book? I don't even like books, but at the time, I chose why not? Why not just read it? Just on reading the first pages, I was truly astonished. Let me just tell you, I was surprised, and it shook me in my own existence. It shook me where I stood, and it brought me into a really emotional state. If I could say spiritual, because it was scary. It was scary to even realize the truth. So it spoke of the law of attraction. So if you've not heard that before, this law simply states that you attract all the things in your life, and that you have all the power to change and mold your life the way you want it to be. You have all the power, guys. So you just need to ask, believe, and receive. That's what the book is simply about. So in a way, yeah, I was a bit shocked, because asking, believing, and receiving it's as easy said but harder done. It's like it's easier said than done. And hey, I know you're just a little concerned, but stick through this and you'll find out what I'm saying. So this is the secret to living your best life, wherever you are, whatever you're going through. Because right now, I know that we are all facing hard times, especially with Corona. Corona has just made everything to be unknown. And things are getting better right now. But yeah, living in the unknown is quite frustrating. Because, the unknown is scary. But do this for me. Take a breath. There's not much you can do about the situation. But we can do something about our inner self and just to better yourself. So before anything, I want you to first be grateful for what you have and what you are right now, where you are right now. I want you to be happy about that. I want you to just look at the things in life to be grateful for, because gratitude is the first step to the right direction. You'll not be feeling sad if you're grateful for what you have. So I want you to just be grateful. Remember that you are breathing. You are alive. You have no said illness. And if you are sick, I want you to remember that there are others who are actually dead. There are actually people who are in a worse state. Think like that. Think like, oh, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. And for me, I'm really grateful for all the things that have happened to me in my life, because they have brought me to my podcast, to the life I'm living right now, which couldn't be any better, because I am in a better state than I was, all because of those really wrong things that really happened to me. So I'm really happy. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that I have food on my table. I'm grateful that I have the breath in me. I can breathe. Okay, I'm grateful that I'm not in jail. I'm grateful that I'm producing content that could change your life. I'm grateful. So I really want you to look at it and be grateful. Be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for what you're doing right now or currently. And if you are grateful, If you are grateful, everything around you will seem to be like a great thing. So always be grateful. Look at where you are right now. Surround yourself with that. Look at where you are and just understand that I'm eating. Okay, there are people right now who don't even have a place to stay. They don't have food. They haven't eaten for days. I want you to think of that. So that is the first thing I want you to do. And if you are in a struggling relationship or a new relationship, I want you to try this, okay? I want you to look at your partner and just look at the things that you should be grateful for in your partner. Don't look at the bad things, my friends, or the things that you dislike. Just be grateful for the good things he or she has brought in your life. And you will definitely see your love grow, your affection grow for the other person, because let me tell you something, guys, because what you focus on expands, even in life, because that's what I realized. And you can't expect, guys, you cannot expect that you're focusing on the negative. Oh, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, and that all of a sudden that will just change and become positive. It cannot happen. Positivity is just, you attract the same thing that you're thinking about. I want you to think like that. So choose to focus on the positive, and just you'll see that you will surely grow. You'll grow and you'll be like, oh my God, everything in my life is actually pretty okay. Okay, I want you to just be grateful, guys. Be grateful for that person in your life. Be grateful for where you are right now. Be grateful for what you're eating. Be grateful for everything, and you'll see everything change. So secondly, I'd like you to just forgive. Forgiveness is just something great, because I want you to just do this. Forgive yourself. Forgive your partner. Forgive your family. And just forgive anyone who has ever wronged you, or you felt like they wronged you. Let it go, guys. Let it go. Because forgiveness is just like, let me tell you, forgiveness is like giving up on hope that the past could have been different. Stop thinking about the past. It's over. It's done. Live in your now. Live in your now, okay? And if you don't forgive, let me tell you something. It's like taking poison, and expecting the one you hate to die. Which is, it's crazy, because if you think about it, grudges are very, very much poisonous to you. Don't even think about it. Google this, okay? Grudges are very poisonous to you, and they cause a lot of physical and health issues due to those toxins. They're toxins you produce in your body when you're holding on to things, when you're being angry, when you're being sad. There's so many toxins that are being produced, and that's just from not forgiving. And that's crazy. So I want you to just forgive yourself. Forgive them. Just forgive yourself. Forgive everybody around you. And move on. So if you've done the two things, I can move on to the law of attraction. So if you've done those two things, this law can apply to you right now. So science tells us that we are just all energy, and that we are made up of atoms, and all this energy is around us. All the energy is around us, okay? So it surrounds you, it surrounds your partner, it surrounds every living thing, guys. And it's all over the universe. So the energy you portray to the world, consciously or unconsciously, it resonates. The world actually picks up your feelings and resonates. So by that, I really mean your thoughts, the things you're speaking, and the way you're feeling about it really, really attracts the same kind of energy around you and activities around you. So I know you've been told, watch what you're saying. Be careful of what you speak or think of. Be careful what you wish for. I know all those things you've been told, because you are actually putting out orders towards the world and telling the world, I want this. I actually want to be a presenter. I want to be a huge podcaster in Kenya, and I'm portraying that to the world, and this will actually resonate, and it will resonate to the world, and the world will give this to me. Okay, don't put time on it, because everything happens at its own time. I know you've been told that, because You just need to work towards it. And you can't sit there. First of all, let me just say this. You can't just sit there saying, oh, I want to be a president. I want to be the president of Kenya. And you keep saying that and you think it will work. You have to actually act on it, and you have to feel it. You have to just know that you can do it. You have to believe in it. Okay? Believe is a very, very, very powerful thing. If you believe in something, like people say, oh, there's spirits in the world, they can come to you, if you believe that, you can actually see that. And I actually believe that people are actually really powerful, because if you think about it, we're using what percentage of our brain? 10%. And if you're using even 10%, that's like a genius. That's a genius. Just imagine if we could use the 100% of our brain capacity, what could you do? If you think about it, what could you do? So I want you to think about that, because all the things you're thinking, all the things you're feeling, all the things you're talking, they're really attracting the same kind of energy, because you're at the same bar. Okay, so you will just be attracting the same thing that you're thinking about, what you're feeling. Everything will just be like that. So I want to ask you one question that will answer you right now. Have you ever woken up and hit your toe and you're like, oh, this is going to be the worst day. I don't even know why I woke up. What is this that's happening? You're just frustrated. And remember, you keep saying, oh, this is going to be the worst day. Now I don't even feel like this day is going to be a good day. And as your day goes, you realize that, oh my God, I'm fighting even with the conductor. I'm fighting with my boss. There's issues with my work. There's issues with all this, because you started the day like that. You attracted that kind of energy, guys. So if you have not realized that, I'll give you another example. I used to say, oh, I'm really broke. I'm so broke. Where will I get money? Oh my God. I'm so broke. I have debts. Oh, and I keep saying that, but my debts will never go away. My debts never go away, because I'm getting more and more into debt. And that's just because I keep saying it, and I keep resonating that to the world, and I keep telling the world, oh, I'm in debt. But I'm not saying that. You can use another statement. I don't have money right now, but it's coming. You are attracting it. You are attracting that. But don't say it negatively, because if you say negatively, you're actually attracting negative. And that's the point about this. So today, let me just leave you there, because I want to take this up in another episode, and you'll have to wait for that next week to hear the rest of the story. But this will change you and your life, guys. So I hope you join me next time, because this has been the Tea Talk. I'm your host, Anastasia.K.Mungai, and I know you'll be there next week to hear what I have to say. So see you next time.